Have you ever felt like you're in the middle of a perfect storm? The winds of financial pressure are howling, the waves of health problems are crashing over you, and the dark clouds of fear and anxiety just won't go away. It feels like your little boat is about to sink, and you're all alone. What if I told you that Jesus could stop that storm in an instant? I'm not just speaking metaphorically. He actually did it. Let's travel back in time. Picture this, a group of seasoned fishermen, guys who knew the Sea of Galilee like the back of their hands. Peter, James, John, they're out on the water with Jesus. It's been a long day of teaching the crowds, and now they're crossing to the other side. The evening is calm, the water is gentle, and they're probably feeling pretty relaxed. Jesus, exhausted from the day, finds a cushion in the stern of the boat and falls fast asleep. Then, without warning, the sky turns black. A furious squall comes up, a violent storm that this sea was famous for. The wind doesn't just blow, it screams. The waves aren't just ripples, they're monstrous. Maybe 40 or 50 feet high, crashing over the sides of their small wooden boat. Water is pouring in faster than they can bail it out. This isn't just a bit of bad weather. This is a life-or-death situation. These experienced sailors are terrified. They are fighting for their lives, their knuckles white as they grip the rigging, the boat groaning under the strain. It's about to be torn apart. They look for Jesus, and where is he? Asleep. Completely peaceful while they are facing certain death. Can you imagine their panic mixed with confusion? They scramble over to him, shaking him awake, and they scream out, "Master, don't you care that we are perishing?" Think about the desperation in that question. It's a cry we've all felt, isn't it? God, do you see this? Do you even care what's happening to me? Now, imagine the scene. Lightning flashes, illuminating their terrified faces. Thunder cracks so loud it feels like the sky is splitting open. The boat is swamped, on the verge of sinking. Jesus slowly opens his eyes. He doesn't panic. He doesn't grab a bucket. He just gets up. He looks at the raging chaos around him, the wind, the waves, the sheer terror of it all. And then he speaks. Not to the disciples, but to the storm itself. He rebukes the wind, and to the sea, he says two simple words. Quiet. Be still. The Bible says in Mark chapter 4, verse 39, that immediately the wind died down and it was completely calm. Not just a little better, but a great calm. The sea, which moments before was a churning vortex of death, becomes as smooth as glass. The silence must have been deafening after the roar of the storm. The disciples are left standing there, mouths open, water dripping from their clothes, their hearts still pounding in their chests. They look at the placid water, then they look at each other, and then they look at Jesus, and they whisper, filled with awe and a new kind of fear. Who is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him. They thought they knew Jesus the teacher, Jesus the healer. But in that moment, they met Jesus, the Lord of all creation. Now, let's bring this back to your life. What is your storm? Is it a mountain of debt that keeps you awake at night? Is it a diagnosis from a doctor that has shaken your world? Is it a broken relationship that feels beyond repair? Is it the crushing weight of anxiety or depression that feels like a constant hurricane in your mind? Your storm might not involve literal wind and waves, but it feels just as real, just as threatening. And maybe you've been crying out, Jesus, don't you care that I'm drowning here? Here's the powerful truth from this story. The same Jesus who was in that boat is with you in your storm. And he has the same power. He is not sleeping because he doesn't care. He is resting in the absolute certainty of his own power over every situation. Before he calmed the storm, he asked his disciples a piercing question. Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? He wasn't scolding them for being human. He was trying to show them that their fear was misplaced. They had the creator of the universe in the boat with them, yet they were afraid of the creation. We do the same thing. We have the King of Kings with us, yet we are terrified by the problems of our world. The power that stilled the Sea of Galilee is the same power that can still the chaos in your heart and in your life. He might not make the problem disappear in an instant, but he can give you a great calm right in the middle of it. He can speak, quiet, be still. To your anxious thoughts, to your fears, to the circumstances that seem so overwhelming. The key is where we place our focus. Do we focus on the size of the waves or on the one who walks on them? Your faith is the anchor in the storm. It's not about pretending the storm isn't there. It's about knowing who is in the boat with you. It's about turning to him, even in your panic, and trusting that he is in control. So today, I want to encourage you, whatever storm you're facing, bring it to Jesus. Don't let fear paralyze you. Instead, let it push you toward him. Wake him up in your heart and say, Lord, I need you. I can't do this alone. He is not distant or uncaring. He is right there with you, ready to speak peace into your situation. If you are in the middle of a storm right now and you want us to pray for you, I want you to comment "Still my storm" below. Let's stand together in faith, believing that the Lord of the wind and waves is also the Lord of your life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next video, where we'll explore what happened when Jesus came face to face with a legion of demons. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Remember, he who controls the storm can control your chaos too.